Good, and I want to first of all thank the independent group for giving us their time and sharing their time, and you for accommodating Deputy McNamara as well. The spirit of cooperation is great. Minister, I have great respect for you and have always, but when I see government action and tell us about 66 actions you're going to take, I mean, if you wanted to reform insurance, at least, look, God off, 10 fingers. With 10 actions, we should do it. When I see anything, ever see reports of 60 and 70, and sometimes 100, I know there's nothing going to be done. Because we have regulators, and we have more regulators in this country than we have fine days. And it's a shame to see the way people are being, the gouging that's going on, and the way people are being destroyed. Take the thatched houses, and I beg your indulgence, Chair, to give you a small bit of a lecture in relation to green policies with Minister Ryan and his eco-friendly buildings. The older people, my grand Shan Maher, because you're Shan Maher, and go to Nar Valley, you'd see them, there's still a few of them left, thatched houses. They had eco-friendly houses. Ever before him, Ryan was a bad thought in his father's mind even. And it's there, and that's a fact. And we had small windows, thatched roof, kept them warm in the winter and cold in the summer. And now we have to knock everything. So the thatches, okay, the Thatch Association are here, they're pleading with us. They're all being listed, and rightly so many of them, but many of them didn't want to be listed. And now they can't get insurance. What kind of a fascinating situation is that? I have one lovely pub, Keating's Pub in Ballaghaluby, lovely pub on the middle of the road, thatched pub, and the proprietor's retired. He passed away, and the sister's on her own, so she closed doing the Doris, pity, pub, Bemaha. Attached, she can't get insurance as a house. The daughter can't get insurance as a house, so that affects mortgages, affects all their life, affects everything. So will you do something for the thatch, because you're compelling them to keep them thatched and keep them in good repair, a scheme I would support if you support them, but you don't want to give them pittance in the heritage grants, and then you won't allow them to get insurance. So what kind of a government have we? You can't deal with it. I spoke to Minister McGrath. I flew out from Cork Airport recently, and it was 4 minutes I got through. I said, why can't you direct some of the planes down to Cork? From Dublin, or the airlines dictate where they go. It seems everyone is dictating here except the government. Why don't you close the gates here and close up shop and get your knapsacks and go walk in the hills and mountains and let the cowboys that are raining here run the show? I mean, it's shocking. Insurance, taking on the agricultural contractors, which I want myself I should declare, our plant contractors, taking it on the community groups is shocking. That we're going to kill our culture, our heritage. We sort of pattern day in Newcastle, part of our heritage for generations. And all over the country has been mentioned today, Dublin City and everywhere else. And they're all being stopped because we can't afford insurance. There's a drastic change being cast over Ireland in a deep, dark plume of fog, that we can't do anything, only take more medicine, many of it green, or add blue, or whatever you want to put into us, and we can't live our lives in peace and harmony with our neighbours and help our neighbours and help each other in the spirit of the Mehel. That's what's going on in any business. I mean, a person can't get a bouncy castle now for their confirmation, child's confirmation or whatever. And I heard the Deputy Richmond saying it's tough and he wouldn't send insurance companies. Well, I would, because they're milking the system, they're milking the cow for far too long. You're stopping the farmers from milking the cows, and you won't stop these people from milking the citizens. It's farcical, and you have it all upside down. It's an upside-down world, and you're serving masters that are not the electorate of Ireland. You're serving global masters. You're a new talk to dollar, I'm not saying it's you, but I'm talking about cabinet ministers. Not so much maybe your own leader, but my goodness, the Taoiseach Tánaiste, Minister Donoghue, Minister Pascal, Minister Simon Coveney. From Bilderberg to the WHE and WHE and whatever else, anything of interest rather than our country here. What about the British warship that gave a week in Cork Port last week? Do we invite that into our country? What about the French, what they're doing at the moment, and upsetting what you're all about the ecology and the ocean floor and everything else? So it seems to be a reign of terror by anybody on the people. And you can stop us all doing anything, driving the car, plug it in, anything else. You get shorter showers, you get green windows or green baskets on the windows, you name it. Slow down, everything else. Curtail and contain and beat down and browbeat our people. Well, I have a message, because the Tipperary people rose up in the troubled times and they fought for freedom. And we had Breen, Tracy, Lukeman, rescue of Sean Hogan. We're not going to take much more of this. Liam Lynch was trying to knock me down mountains. We're not going to take much more. The people can't take it. They can't live. They can't eke out a living. The price of petrol and the price of insurance and the price of NCTs and anyone else you put on top of them. Everything. Another racket. I have no problem with NCTs for safety, for chassis and for tyres and everything, but when you see little things that they fail them for, it's a money racket, and money racket, and money. And I tell you, the cash cow, you should contain that cash cow and let the farmer wants to milk the cows to feed the people, let him walk away. Go around, Griff.
Thank you, Chair.